Right, let's continue now. The Law Society of Kenya wants the National Security Council to issue a directive to all investigative agencies to establish and put in a public report on the full extent of the Gen Z protests and the land disputes in Narok that led to the killing of 5 protesters.
Speaking in Nairobi, LSK President Faith Odhiambo said they will identify the perpetrators and victims and take available legal action against them.
Abdiaziz Hashim tells us more.
The Law Society of Kenya is the latest organization to call for accountability and transparency from key security institutions in the country following the latest expose by one of the international media outlets.
Extrajudicial killings have emerged amongst the greatest threats to the right to life.
Led by their president, Faith Odhiambo, LSK called out the National Police Service for laxity on the matter.
We call upon investigation of all those officers that were involved.
The Independent Policing Oversight Authority, IPOA, were not spared either.
In such times, laxity, complacency and lack of urgency are tantamount to complicity. IPOA has overstretched the grace and patience of the Kenyan public.
Odhiambo now demands that the highest security organ in the country, the National Security Council, to investigate the alleged extrajudicial killings that have seen thousands of families across the country lose their loved ones under unclear circumstances.
Where those whose sworn duty is to preserve the right to life have proven to be the greatest threat to its enjoyment.
The advocates further took a swipe at members of parliament for dismissing the expose as one-sided.
Are a cause of alarm for all Kenyans. For illustration, we are perturbed by the insensitive and thoughtless remarks that have been made by members of political class in addressing these crucial matters of national security and the state of constitutionalism.
The society has further condemned the land dispute incident in Narok County that led to the death of 5 people and others injured following a confrontation between police officers and residents from Angata Barikoi.
As if totally oblivious of the damning report of the atrocities perpetrated during last year's Gen Z demonstrations, the National Police Service compounded their contempt for the right to life and the rule of law by orchestrating vicious attacks against the residents of Angata, Barikoi, Kilgoris.
Meanwhile, the High Court has ordered that police officers deployed during demonstrations must always be in uniform and should not conceal their faces. Abdiaziz Hashim for Prime Edition.